So I like to start with my depths. Some people use a saw to relief cut it. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I just do this. I take vertical or horizontal chops to the grain, perpendicular, I guess. Left with something like that, right? Yeah. So, clean this up in a minute. I'm right on my line. Perfect. It's not so good for doing that because it's wanting to pull it out like that. Handle. So, write it like this. Gotta be careful not to blow through. Really easy like that, and you'll be fine. Now I've got room, I can pop that out. That side almost done. Once I get my handle done, I can bring this in and then chop that way. This is safe because I'm going parallel to my hand. I'm not chopping down. Alright, now that's nice and chopped out. The good part about an adze is that with an axe, you usually are chopping, you know, like this, or, you know, you don't really chop like this. What I like about the adze is that it's very controlled and very tight working area, and it's accurate. Very precise. So little bits like that you can just knock off with the adze, or, you know, big heavy carving axe, you'll just blow right through and more than likely, you know, chop into your bowl. Not to say that this isn't a great tool. This is. And I can chop out just as versatile, but in its own way. Does different things better. Not to say I can't actually chop this out with an axe. Certainly can. But it's these very fine cuts that it's not too well at. You see I started to come in to my line. Or adze. Ever so slightly nip that off. Oh, that was out of view, wasn't it? Ever so slightly nip it off, and then I will do the other side. And that is the profile of my spoon chopped out. See, there's still quite a bit of meat everywhere. A lot of people will take a saw to this, but then you gotta get out the hand saw and labor away at it. Adze, you just chop it off. So, very accurate, very precise, and it is a wonderful tool for spoon carving. Whenever I made this, I didn't go by any particular design. I just kind of knew what I wanted and made it. I don't know what steel it is. All I know is ball peen hammer. Flattened it out. Forged it in an evening and grinded it out, smoothed it, put my slight radius in it, sharpened it, put a handle, and that was it. And fantastic tool. Fantastic. Quite brilliant for small slicing cuts. It doesn't split well because of the curve. In fact, whenever you're, say I was chopping down this. Once I get to about here, it doesn't really want to go anymore because the chips start to hit the handle and prevents me going forward. So whenever I do, I mean, it's always good practice. Just make your relief cuts to your depth so those chips fall away. These corners off, and then I will be ready for the knife. Small taps. You're not trying to cut all of it at once. You're trying to cut a few millimeters a second. And in that way, that's where Adze's work great. It's just taking little taps. You can, start kind of away from your line. Work up to it. And tap harder as you go. It's just a tapping motion. But yeah, that is my Adze demonstration for chopping out a spoon blank. And if you are a spoon carver, I encourage you to get an Adze because it will make life so much better for you, and it's not much different to use than an axe. It's quite intuitive, and yeah, that's me, that's my spoon, that's my Adze, and that's me out of here.